I will beg all Nigerians to take it easy. Those who are crying that Tinubu did not what? Tinubu has not lived up to his expectation. Yes, they have a point. So that's the reason why Tinubu should give us, should quickly come to our aid. Because not all of us are lazy. We are all not lazy. And when you look at the border, for 80 years, borders are locked. Government buy dollar in before with their money and that start selling. But the Mefele and the Fulani and the Hausas, they've moved all those dollars home. If you can reverse back, go into the internet, see what Toshiba you said. That is 3 months before the election, how they went there to remove those dollars. That in a country when they remove this type of dollar, how would they survive? It's our leaders that we should beg. This money are in their hands. They should just make a meeting. And those that are killing Nigeria, they are not up to 1,000. They are not up to 1,000. But the people coming behind them, they are waiting for their own time. When are we going to be free? When are we going to be free? No.
For more prophecies and gospel news around the world, subscribe to 12 Star TV and turn on notifications.
Yeah, I'm not disputing it that Tinubu is not my person. Some people call Tinubu a bad bread. Atiku bad bread. Those that said no. They are not bad bread. You see, in Psalm 11 verse 3, he said, if the foundation is spoiled, there is nothing a righteous person can do when a foundation is what? Is spoiled. Then when you look at what he said again in the book of Jeremiah 29 verse 11, he said, the thought I have for this country, the thought I have for this country is good. They said our country is full of milk and honey. But look at it today. Where is the milk? Where is the honey? All has been stolen away. Do you know the story of when an ambassador is traveling out of Nigeria, either from any part of the country, they said that's a diplomatic bag. Do you know the meaning of diplomatic bag? Those are the raw gold. What they have stolen from the country that they want to take out and give to the Queen, to the President of America, everything. They call it what? Diplomatic bag. That's a bag that you cannot what? You cannot touch. Those who are crying that Tinubu did not what? Tinubu has not lived up to his expectation. Yes, they have a point. They have a point. But there's something that we should realize again in an adage that says, they will see the reason why a cock fowl will never, by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, stand by the edge of a well and look inside. Because when he's looking inside the well, it will be anything he's demonstrating up here, will be making sign over there as if the other one wanted to fight it. What the only problem APC have, the only problem they have is for driving the people of Ondo, Edo, Delta, Ogun, Oyo, using the herdsmen to drive them to the city, add to our problem. Because we are doing some peasant farming, we can produce what we put on our table, but they now brought their cow to destroy those things for that 8 years. So that's the reason why Tinubu should give us, should quickly come to our aid. Because not all of us are lazy. We are all not lazy. And when you look at the border, for 80 years, borders are locked in our area here. They can't bring in that, they cannot do anything. And then when you look at the loaning, during the time of Buhari, they brought loan in and dispensed it as salary. There is no export. Then when you look at the northerners too, whenever they grabbed all those big money, if they said they are capitalizing on a major investment in their area, what are they doing? They are building mosques. And how many years will I tell you that there have been a local government that doesn't exist, or a new local government chairman or area in Kaduna, in Yobe, in Kafacha, everywhere, they do go there, share this money and go. So automatically they need patience. Even when you look at the federal government today, we have private school and government school. What is the difference between the private school and the government school? Before they said, because the government school, just one point, that they normally strike. Then the government school, they don't pay good salary. That's true. Then the government school again, that when government change, their policy change. Yeah. But when you look at the private school today, when they start, you get to them at the age of 6. And when you get to the school at the age of 6, they will be giving you mark until you get to secondary school. Then when you're going to do the right jam, but we're still writing the same jam, the same school sites, the same all the whole school curriculum are the same. But the private has killed the government policy. You get what I'm saying? So with that, if you are earning 300,000 or 150,000, and you have two of your children in a private primary and nursery, and you are paying them 18,000 every 3 months as a term. So how much are you giving them in a year? Then the one of government, you only buy book. If the government says to give them book, then the teacher will be there to teach them. And if you talk about when you teach them all these things, then you can get a lesson teacher on weekend to balance up. But parents in Nigeria considered nuisance at the angle of that education. You could remember when they said Python took away JAMB money. Yes. We all here. It's not a noble regime. When the governor buried the foreigners and jeep inside the tunnel, keeping dollars and valuable money inside it. You saw those things. And the family of Goodluck Jonathan, before you say Jonathan, this is how much you are going to pay. Then again, it was then Alice Madweke. He gave some people money, a lot of people money in this country to hold. When the bank cannot hold their money again, all in dollar. You can say, so is it Tinubu? No, it's not Tinubu. It's not Tinubu. Tinubu is a poor, he came through the poor background. When he was in school in Chicago, with all the history we had about him, he was a leader. He cooked for them, he did all those things. Then, when he didn't have money to go to continue his course, he deferred and drove a taxi. Yeah, this is a normal human being. Then when you are asking me now in my house, and for that education, why don't we fine-tune how to bring this thing together? When government is collecting missionary schools from them, then again, the private are waxing stronger, and the government is going down. Then we have NECO now. That's local person. So NECO cannot work in Gabon. NECO result cannot work in Cameroon. NECO result cannot work in Switzerland as well. Sierra Leone. So when you look at all these things that we are doing, all these policies are not. We are not. The government is tired, and the country himself is tired. Then what make all these things worse? The Northerners, the Fulanis, hospitality doesn't exist again. When a car fell into a pit now in Ojota or really or anywhere, your brother, your co-brothers around you who speak the same language with you, they will now ask you, how much are you going to give us to bring your car from the gutter? But they know you have already damaged your silencer. You have damaged the axle of the car. They saw the oil on the hand. They won't pity you. They know you are not driving it home. They will ask you, how much are you going to pay? Then look at the people working in LASU, in Loma, in road safety, in Nigeria, in Lagos here. Go and see all the car they seize from people. They allow it to get to rotting. Better for them to sell it, auction it to students and everything. So they can be using it as campus taxes and everything. They just kept it there to get rotting. Virtually all Nigerians now are wicked. They are what? They are very wicked. And Tinubu is a father. Whenever anything happens, he comes and addresses it and talk to Nigeria. When Buhari was there, Buhari would not talk to anybody. Buhari would not talk to anybody. Now Tinubu is traveling. He's allowing Zetima to want to take charge. But this only happened twice. During the 8th year of what? Of Buhari. He made Oshibaju a puppet. Then he was even telling him to go and be sharing money to market women then his helicopter dropped down. He ought to have been forgotten for long with the useless errand Buhari sent him. So automatically, my brother, I will beg all Nigerians to take it easy. The fact is not Tinubu. Tinubu did not meet anything of that. Even the BOT, those people who organized the election, the primaries and everything, Mishori and all of them, they've stolen all the money they collected. They're supposed to have even been in jail. But they'll be saying, oh, Tinubu, the people that help into government, he has put them in jail. No. Look at the other Labour leader. Look at when he has hung around the government till today. And look at the trouble they are going to pull in those states. That's Oshomole. You see all these things. So, and look at those people in the Senate, House of Assembly. We're supposed to keep one of these two houses. We can even tell them to be coming in. It's the next prediction coming. The next prediction is there that we Nigerians should come out. Either we are to keep Senate and we are to keep House of Assembly, National House of Assembly, and allow Senate to go. They are really consuming a lot of money, and they are heartless human beings. They don't fear God, they don't know God, they don't do anything. And the people that are there, they are clergymen amongst them. They are all Christian. If they are not Christian, they are Muslim. And if they are not Muslim, they are Babalawo. But they knew how they impregnate their wife, just like a meek, and then the Lord bring a son to them. So that's the reason why they need to be very, very, very careful. They need to be very, very careful. Because when you look at the About Women riot, we are very close to it now. But the fact is that this thing will get to the top. The hardship will get to the top before it breaks down. By this time next year, when refineries are working everywhere, modular and everything, nobody will think about Dangote. Dangote will be looking for somebody to come and buy. Because before, we have original, we have super, we have everything. Still the same way in America, in London. But now since the time of Babangida till now, it's just one brand of petrol. There was a day they brought one that can keep people on the highway. That was smelly. We will use it. It's our leaders that we should beg. This money are in their hands. They should just make a meeting. And those that are killing Nigeria, they are not up to 1,000. They are not up to 1,000. But the people coming behind them, they are waiting for their own time. When are we going to be free? When are we going to be free? You know, I told you the other day, we are all placed on oxygen. From Baba God, we are all placed on oxygen. When you roll a balloon and put air into it, you can enter the balloon. But it's the oxygen that you put into it that stays there. Then that is why all Nigerians should beg. We should talk to our brothers and everything. But we are praying that if the list of those that embezzle Nigerian money is out, that we try out. You know, I was begging Almighty God for May, September, and October, so that there cannot be any crisis in this country. Because the NSAS matter not to come back again. We will be praying so long. So, but now, my brother, you said, Tinubu is my person. Yes, I'm a Yoruba man. I have never collected funding cover from him. Even I don't know his house. I don't know where he lives. We only met in the house of Agbala Jobi in Ikeja those days. So, but that's why we met. And he's a very good man who has an ambition. You know, he worked with Babang, he worked with Awolowo. He was alive. During the time of Moritala, he was alive. During the time of Obasanjo, he was alive. And you know, the other time they said, we should give credit to God for still saving his life. You know, when they were asking Obasanjo a question, he said, I'm not a politician. If you want a politician, go to Babylon. That's where a politician stay. He knows the gimmick, he knows everything. Nigeria is going to smile. Before the end of June, Nigeria will smile. Smile. Yes, Nigeria will smile again.
Please, why is it that people are shouting the dollar is rising?
Yes, there is nobody, you know, government buy dollar in before with their money and that start selling. But the Mefele and the Fulani and the Hausas, they move all those dollars home. If you can reverse back, go into the internet, see what Toshiba you said. That is 3 months before the election, how they went there to remove those dollars. That in a country when they remove this type of dollar, how would they survive? He said that before the election, even before the primary. Even before the primaries. So that's the reason. So now, if some people will just go to CBN in Abuja, then carry some money again. You remember Futura? You remember Bakari? These are untouchable people in those days. Do you know the amount of dollars Alice Madueke removed from Nigeria? Do you know the amount of dollars the Goodluck Jonathan and his family removed? Do you know the amount of dollars Abu Salam removed and take it to his house? Do you know the number of dollars and pounds and sterling that Babangida took out? These are the people. Now he's old. He can't go anywhere. He knew Dia died. He knew that Babasa he died. That's Babangida. And these are the problems we're facing. The people are callous. They don't have human feeling. Hospitality is gone. Unity is gone. If there is unity, there will be love. If there is unity, there will be love. And if there is love, there will be peace. And that's why he said in the book of John 14, he said, I'm going. Don't allow your heart to be troubled. Believe me. But the one in the Bible, in the book of 1 Samuel, in the one of Psalm 105, verse 12, 13, 14, 15, he said, I caused famine upon the land. That was what made me to pray that I took Joseph out of the place. Tinubu is about Joseph. He has the onions. He has the good people around him who can help him. But we are formulating a new law, a new thing, growing a new plant. But you should put more money on agriculture. And the next thing, you should take care of the students. And the next thing, after that again, you should take care of security. All the threatening, the Northerners are given this and that. They want to fight a jihad. Do they learn? Will they watch the CNN and see what is happening to Hamas? Because if they think God will never fight, and when you are going to war, you wanted to fight anybody, you can't be too sure. You know the beginning of a war, but when it will end, you can't say, you can't predict. Because Gumi, everybody was just saying, the Northerners just say all rubbish thing. Taking CBN, taking it. That's not the yardstick. That's not what we want now. They can take you a CBN, they can take seat of power to anywhere. Seat of power in America was in Delaware. And moved to that place again, and they are enjoying it. We want good hand on board. And anybody who's told they should be moved, because I told you before the end of March, many of the ministers will be disgraced. And those people given that contract and everything, and people that are going to put on board, they will disappoint. Because virtually all Nigerians now, they are all thieves. They don't have hope for tomorrow. Whatever comes around them, whatever they see in view, either they grab it or steal it or they kill you. It's so hard. You cannot count money outside, even in the bus stop. Now people go to Ijebu, go to Idori, go to Abakuta, go to the north to go and use voodoo to wash their face, sign their face. So whoever carry money in Oshodi, they pursue. So that's the problem. But the time is still coming that we will be saying all these stories. But I pray God should prolong the life of Tinubu and the good ones in his government. And all the bad ones in his government, the Lord should disgrace them. Because the House of Assembly, Senate and everything, we don't have good people around that place. We cannot enjoy, but let's see. If God is God, He knows how to do it. So we are not in a hurry. But I beg Nigerians to remain calm. No tension, they should remain calm. I want to jọ̀pọ̀, àwọn tó jẹ́ ọ̀wọ́n ló máa jọ̀pọ̀. Because wọ́n ní ẹ̀mí tí Olúwa má jẹ́ kẹ́mi wá bọ́ sógun. Torí ẹni tí ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ bá bógun lọ, kò ní lè ròyìn ogun, ẹ̀mí yìí ò ní bógun lọ. Nobody, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, you will not die. We should endure. If we can endure Emefiele before the election, if we can endure all these people, we'll be able to endure this. We have a little less than 7 months, we'll be okay. Before it's 1 year, we'll be okay. That's the problem. Thank you very much, sir.